we're ready to get started. Are you ready for a good time tonight? Oh, you can do better. Are you ready for a good time tonight? Let's raise the energy. We're going to start off with a local artist, Billy Bensing, who's been performing at this center for 15 plus years. He's also recorded some CDs. Big fan favorite to get us kicked off before we invite Jesse up to the stage. Please give a big round of applause to Billy Bensing.
Signature yeehaw. Got any good yeehaws out there? Oh, there you go. I'm not a cowboy, but I used to trick ride on horses, and different than roping cattle. So I used to. I'm good with the ropes, so there was girls in high school, and I said, well, if I can catch you, you're mine, and they would. And the ones that liked me would kind of go slow, Anyway. But anyway, hold on, I'm all wound up here. So anyway, I'm real excited about Jessie, and I called her Jessica, but she's Jessie. It's a pretty name. Where the heck is my capo? There it is. Nothing like a good capo, I'm gonna play this. Is the guitar on? The vocals on? Oh, yeah, there we go. Not too loud, just a little bit. It's too much. Turn it down. Lower. There. Okay, I'm going to play 3 songs that I did. I just went to Nashville in November. And 11:11 is like do you ever look at the clock? It says 11:11. That means you're a star seed and you're really not from this planet, So. But I would look at the clock and see. So anyway, the recording date happened on 11/11, and I thought, wow, this is cosmic, So I recorded 3 songs on 11/11, and they all came out really good. So I'm going to play them for you. Check. This is a little song I wrote with my ex, Kelly. She's a really good lyricist, so I'm going to play it for you. It goes like this. If I fall in love again, will you still see me as your friend, little darling? 'Cause I've been down this road so many times before, and I've seen locks put on what used to be an open door. If you tell me this is love, does that mean I'm above all that's holy in your soul and in your ever-changing heart? Do you think a promise guarantees we'll never part? Well, I will always believe in love. I give it one more try. Put it all in this moment now. Tomorrow's dreams may fade into the sky. Live in love, I give it one more try. Put it all in this moment now. if I fall in love with you. I know exactly what I do, a little darling. I will try to forget the damage done. Try not to hear the pounding of tomorrow's drums. Try to see what's right before me if I fall in love with you. If I fall in love with you. If I fall in love with you. A little kind of country song. I wanted to have a little slide guitar, and I had Victor Krause, who's Alison Krause's kid brother. He played bass on this, and I said, Victor, can you get Allison to make a big hit out of this and make me $1 million? And he says, I'll work on it, Billy. I said, nah, that's kind of cool because it's kind of a country, Anyway, one down and one to go, and actually 2 to go. 2 to go. Love you. All right. We got Jessie, man. She's awesome. I'm blown away by her. And so I'm really looking forward to this concert because she rocks. And I want to go on tour with you. Dang, that would be fun. I'm a good harmony singer. Anyway, let's see. Oh well. But that's not the only important. The harmonica, vocals. We can find someone to play electric lead guitar. No biggie. Anyone can do that. Yeah, well, not anyone, but there's plenty of good lead guitar players out there, and you don't need it anyway. It's like, hey, I'm gonna play a song called "If I Believe," and this is kind of a spiritual song. I thought, if I believe, and then Kelly came along and wrote all the words for it. But I had the idea, if I believe, pain, and lover and Jesus, and those were my ideas. And so she totally filled it in with the words really well, and I'm very grateful for her. She has nothing to do with me anymore, but it worked for a while. 2 Pisces together is like just too damn flaky, It's like. Anyway, here we go. It goes like this. I had some black gospel singers in this too, which you're going to hear. I'm not done with the song yet, but it goes like this. Hit it. Hey, you've been with me all of my life, tracked through my dreams like a knife, following around my old friend. Sometimes I just have to pretend, if I believe, I'm gonna find a better way. Through new wilds I see the beauty of another day. Pain. Ooh, yeah. Lover, your love only takes me so far. I dreamed you could heal every scar. A miracle would sure do me good, but you keep on saying it could. If I believe, yeah, I'm gonna find a better way. Through new wilds I see the beauty of another day. Lover, ooh. got our lead guitar in, all right? I'll get this guy, all right? If I believe, yeah, will I be free? Jesus took the world by surprise, drew out the truth from the lies. The message was clear to the end, to love and forgive and transcend. If I believe, gonna find a better way. Through new eyes I see the beauty of another day. Jesus, will I be free if I believe? Yeah, will I be free? Oh, yeah, if I believe, will I be free? Oh, yeah, if I believe, will I be free? Thank you. Well, this is fun. This is fun. This is so fun. Takes one to know one. Okay, she looks like my sister. You know, she's part of my family, probably soul family. You know, we decided to come to Earth and like do music and raise the vibration, right? Didn't we? Like star seeds and you know, they shoot us and all kinds of things happen to us artists. But, you know, we it's our mission, you know, and you can't die anyway. You're not a body, so there's nothing to worry about really ultimately. Anyway, here's a little song. I was living in Hollywood, and Hollywood back in my 20s. God, I was young once. Okay. And I wrote this song on a piano called No Matter What You Say or Do, and I thought, man, this is a good song, really? All right. And so I thought, man, I'm going to do something with this song someday. And so anyway, this was the one another one I did in Nashville, and I want to make a world video. You remember We Are the World? Yeah. Well, this is going to be the next We Are the World, because I'm going to Paris in June or July, and we want to film in Paris and make it look like 1920, you know, with Charlie Chaplin, kind of black and white, and with a little love story where the guy and the girl drops a hanky and he chases her around the cafe and trips over a chair, and then she gives him a rose, and it's like part of the song, and then it's going to go up to Montmartre, which is like this big church in Paris, the highest point in Paris, Sacré-Cœur, you know, the big Catholic church up there. And then they have a place called Place du Théâtre, which is where all the artists paint. And see, I grew up there. When I was 16, I moved to that 18th arrondissement and learned French, you know. I had a French girlfriend, didn't speak English. I had to learn French really quick. And but this is where I want to go, and I want to have people singing and dancing, and then we want to get a lot of people singing I'm Gonna Love You No Matter What You Say or Do in different countries. And someone throws the phone, and someone grabs it in Israel, and now they're singing I'm Gonna Love You No Matter What You Say or Do, and then they throw the phone, it's going to be in Ukraine, and they're going to sing, I'm trying to make it a world peace song, you know, unconditional love. That's what it's about. So this is it. And anyway, I'm going to get everyone and all the musicians in Grass Valley to sing the first part of the song. In the beginning, we're all going to be singing I'm Gonna Love You, but we haven't got there yet, but it goes like this. Hit it! Oh, wait. False start. I got the wrong bloody harmonica. And that would have been like anti-music, you know. Here we go, sorry. I do that all the time, and I forget the dang harmonica, you know. you ever do that? Well, you don't play the harmonica, but do you ever do like? Yeah, yeah. Well, but we can like forget dumb little things in the middle of a performance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, stop, restart. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here. Anyway, let me start this. So imagine we're in Paris. Hit it. Like a window pane, I see through you. No matter what you say or do, you can't hide your heart. Any fool could see that you love me too. Honey, can't you see I'm part of you, part of me? No matter what you say or do, it's you for me and me for you. You say you don't want me and you close the door. Once I said to you before, don't hold no truth, but soon enough you'll be running back for more. Hey, honey, can't you see I'm part of you? You're part of me, yeah. No matter what you say or do, it's you for me and me for you. And everyone sings, I'm gonna love you no matter what you say or do. Yes, I'm gonna love. I'm gonna love you no matter what you say or do. Yes, I. The girls are dancing right now in Paris. Honey, can't you see part of you, part of me? Yeah, yeah. No matter what you say or do, it's you for me and me for you. What you say or do. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna unplug with no bump.
Can we give it up again for Billy Bensing? And Billy, we're gonna love you, even if you have to do a restart. No matter what you say or do,
we're
just gonna love you right as you are. Okay, so next up, we have the Jessie Powers. She pretty much started singing the minute she came out of the womb, and had to be bribed into musical theater up on the stage, I'm told.
Yes,
you
I got
were bribed.
a degree in theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she hails all the way from Columbus, Ohio. Yay. And she's only performing at 2 cities here in California, and we're one of them. Isn't that awesome? So let's give a big welcome to Jessie Powers.
Thank you.
Yay!
Billy Bensing, that was amazing. I'm really a big fan. I will let you know. I will. Billy's going to join me for a song. I just realized that I don't start my set with my guitar, so. I don't know why I put that on. Here we go. So I have this little looping machine here. It's an instrument all in and of itself. And I've pre-recorded everything because I'm just learning. So doing it live is kind of above my skill level right now. But I can sing to it live, and that's what I'm gonna do. So this is a song about insomnia. It's also a song about spiritual awakening and how those things might poetically go together. I won't go to sleep 'cause I've been up all night. I've been running up this road for far too long, doing just what I was told, trying to do no wrong. But then it became quite evident that I would never get it right. So now I'm guided by the fire inside. I pledge allegiance to the light. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep. I give to the light my soul to keep. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep 'cause I've been up all night. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep. I give to the light my soul to keep. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep 'cause I've been up all night. You can turn off all the lights, I don't mind. Me and darkness, we go way back. She's a friend of mine. And it's true, once you've been through the darkest night, you find it's the punchline to a cosmic joke, and there's no need to close your eyes. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep. I give to the light my soul to keep. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep 'cause I've been up all night. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep. I give to the light my soul to keep. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep 'cause I've been up all night. I'm awake, hey, yeah. All right, now you have a part coming up. So repeat after me. Ready? Everybody say, hey! It's time to wake up. Let's play. We gotta move. Everybody say, hey! It's time to shake up. 'Cause we got nothing to lose. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep. I give to the light my soul to keep. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep 'cause I've been up all night. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep. I give to the light my soul to keep. I'm awake, I won't go to sleep 'cause I've been up all night. 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 I'm awake. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I'm so happy to be here tonight. I love what I do. This is a pretty amazing job to have. And I'm just especially grateful to be heard because I really put a lot of heart and thought into my lyrics. I consider myself a singer-songwriter first and then a guitarist. And, you know, I play at bars and stuff when I'm at home in Columbus and other events. And, you know, they like covers. And they don't really like to hear things that I've written, even though I still do play things that I've written there. But most people are, you know, they're eating and, you know, that's fine. I don't mind that part of this job. But this is peak experience, evenings that I wish would last forever kind of thing, you know. So thank you for being here. Oh, thank you. So, I'm going to talk tonight a lot about being in the question, which I think is appropriate for where we're at right now as a collective group. Like, what the heck is going on? But, So that song, I have struggled with insomnia for about 6 years, and it poetically lined up with this time in my life where I realized that I had spent the past several years basically doing like a giant bout of spiritual bypass. Yeah, not that anyone in this room knows about that, right? But so I started in Centers for Spiritual Living in 2014, 2013. So I've been in it, about 10 years. And yeah, I think I was raised in an atheist household. And so when I found CSL, I was like, this is it. This is the answer to everything. And if I just get a hold of my mind and my thoughts, and if I just change my life, then all my problems will go away. And I really thought that, and I believed that. And then, it's been a journey to understand that that might not be true. But this is a song that's, it's very much about just letting go and letting God, which I do think is something we get to do, want to do. So here we go. This is called Something Better Planned. Sometimes it feels like my heart is stuck in a revolving door. It can get me down so much, I don't even want to mess with it anymore. Oh, that too familiar feeling, oh, I know it well, but I don't let it get too far. No, I'm too good at staying cool now. Yes, I am learning the art, and I'm getting good at letting go. Yeah, I'm getting good at giving it over, 'cause I know it ain't in my hands. I'm getting good at letting go. Yeah, I'm getting good at giving it over, 'cause I know, though I do not understand, my soul's always got something better planned. And when the shadow comes creeping in like a thief from my past, I turn on the light by remembering only my soul knows my path. And I'm getting good at letting go, yeah, getting good at giving it over, 'cause I know it ain't in my hands. I'm getting good at letting go, yeah, I'm getting good at giving it over, 'cause I know, though I do not understand, my soul's always got something better planned. And I am unburdened, yes, I am free when I believe. Hey, if I just keep trusting, if I keep the faith, I know I'll see. When I let go, and I know, and I let go, and I know that my soul's always God. Yes, my soul's always God. Oh, my soul's always got something better planned. Something better is coming along, always and always. So I just trust, sit back, relax, 'cause something better is coming. Thank you. Thank you. So I think the letting go part is the part that I've really had to work on these past few years. Because one, when you have insomnia, then you don't sleep. It's very hard to function the next day. Very hard. And there were times where I wouldn't sleep for like 48 hours, like just go full days. And I was working full time as a nanny at the time when it was really bad. And those kids probably thought I was off my rocker. All the time. No, but especially when I was super sleep deprived. But anyway, so, there was definitely a loss of control in my life, and that was mirrored in so many different ways. And And I realized that basically what I had done with my spirituality is I had sort of conflated all these things with that sense of oneness or that enlightenment, that place we're all trying to remember to be. And I thought, well, the big thing for me was I thought that once I found my soulmate, that would be like this huge spiritual moment and I would be enlightened, basically. Yeah, I love that you're all laughing. Yeah, please laugh at my pain, yes. Yes, I know, yes. Yeah, so I had to learn that, I was basically getting into these relationships and then projecting my fantasies onto these poor men who I said I loved, but really, I'm not sure if I ever did, because I recognized that I was just hoping they would be something to me. And when they weren't that, I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, get out, And I recognized that I was doing that with more than just my partners. My therapist at the time asked me about my mom. I was really complaining about my mom, and I had been doing lots of work around our relationship. And that was another thing, is I thought, well, once I heal my relationship with my mom, then it will all be good. And anyway, so he was like, do you love your mom? Like, I was in the middle of ranting about her. And he just goes, do you love your mom? And I was like, yeah, what do you mean? And he's like, well, then why do you just keep trying to change her? And I was like, damn, okay. So, that sent me on a journey to releasing expectations in relationships and realizing that place that I want to get to is not within those fantasies coming true. So this song is about it's about my mom, and it's about loving someone for who they are. You got a heart like water, warm and clear. It's like I'm staring in a mirror, and it tells me things I'm afraid to hear. All this time I've been living just to show you how. Turns out you don't need saving, and you never did, and I know that now. And I wanted you to be different, so you might be easier to love. But love ain't about changing. Love ain't about changing. Love ain't about changing or changing anybody else. It ain't love if you can't show yourself. Your words are glass, utterly breakable, and I see right through them. Oh, you try to hide, but I know you too well. Or do I? Or do I? And I try to be different, but I could never be different enough. 'Cause love ain't about changing. Love ain't about the stories I create. It took me years, but now I realize they are not the same. And love ain't about changing. Love ain't about changing. Love ain't about changing. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to say that once I let go of the expectations that I had for my mom to be the mom I wanted to be, our relationship improved like, I don't know, 100 times what it was. And we are so good now. I mean, we're so good. It's been a lot of work on both sides, but yeah, so haven't had the chance to do that same thing in romantic relationships. I've been tragically single for 3 years, but yeah, it's not tragic though, honestly. It's good. I had a really bad pattern. I was really acting out a bad pattern, and I'm glad that it's over. But yeah, and if you would have caught me like a year ago, my songs would have mostly been about men and like the love and the spiritual journey that I went through, realizing, what I'd been doing through all these relationships, which I did learn a lot, So, but I'll play one of those now. So I'll play 2 songs about this one guy who I just loved. I thought he was like the most gorgeous thing on earth, and I also thought that if someone that gorgeous would ever want me, then I would also, like, that would be, like, enlightenment to me. I'd be like, all my problems are over, like, someone hot loves me, like, great. And someone hot thinks I'm hot, oh my God, It turns out that hot people also are deeply insecure, which just, like, just totally put the wind out of my sails about that. I'm like, well, okay, so I could be hot and I could still feel super insecure as like a model on a magazine. That's crazy. Anyway, so I wrote this song for this guy that I was seeing at the time, and he looked like a god, and I was super in love with him, and he was just really insecure. So I wrote him this song. And I played this song for him, and when I wrote it, I also kind of realized that this is probably what God or spirit or the universe thinks about us when we've got all these like dumb thoughts in our head about how we're not good enough, and we're like so full of self-doubt. God's probably like, oh my God, will you just shut up? Right? Like, get over it, it's not true. Anyway, so I played this song for this guy, and he goes, after I played it for him, I was like, it was such a loving little gesture, I thought. And he goes, wow, that was the most flattering and insulting thing that anyone has ever done for me. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll never play this for you again. So now I play it for everybody else. So this song is, it's about when your cup runneth over with love, don't push it away, just go get a bigger container. Right, yes, thank you, Chana. Sometimes, what? That's right. That's it. Here we go. Sometimes I get a glimpse of what happens in your head, and I gotta say that shit sounds so ridiculous. It makes me wonder if you understand how blessed I've been feeling being with you. 'Cause you got this way of carrying the light, just like a prism giving rainbows to people passing by, projecting technicolor dreams before my eyes. You just radiate, ain't it beautiful? You got me so good that you could go and break my heart in two, and I would probably smile in awe of all of the beautiful ways that you do you. So baby, you better get used to it. My love ain't going nowhere. It starts as a spark, now my heart won't quit. My love ain't going nowhere. And your cup's too small and it all won't fit. My love ain't going nowhere. Better go to Home Depot, get a whole bucket, 'cause my love ain't going nowhere. witness you in all your humanness. 'Cause I get to see the things in me that you reflect. I get to reel and get this feeling in my chest. I'm in love, baby, with every little piece of you. You got me so good that you could go and leave me in the dust. And I'd be delighted to find there was more of you that I get to love. So baby, you better get used to it. My love ain't going nowhere. It starts as a spark, now my heart won't quit. My love ain't going nowhere. Your cup's too small and it all won't fit. My love ain't going nowhere. Better go to Home Depot, get a whole bucket, 'cause my love ain't going nowhere. And now, so early on in the show, I will reveal to you my secret talent, which, you know, we could take this on the road, Billy. You on the harmonica and me on the mouth trumpet. Ready? Baby, stop playing like you ain't amazing, blazing with beauty and truth. Somebody heard me praying, craving, waiting years for a love like you. Baby, stop playing like you ain't amazing, blazing with beauty and truth. Somebody heard me praying, craving, waiting years for a love like you. Waiting years for a love like you. I waited years for a love like you. I waited years for a love like you. I waited years for a love like you. Thank you. See, that wasn't insulting, was it? I don't think it was. I think he was so insecure that he was like, I hate that you know that I'm insecure, and I don't like this, go away. Too bad I see right through you. So anyway, this is one more song about that era in my life, and that was my last relationship, was that guy, and this was kind of the moment that I realized how much weight I had put on finding the right person. And you know, what happens in relationships often is that we fall in love and we're in that beautiful space of, oh my God, I see the God in you. Do you see the God in me? And they're like, yes, I do. I'm like, finally, you know? And then your personality gets in the way. And all the work that you haven't done gets in the way. And you're like, I thought you were supposed to love me unconditionally. That's what you were doing before. But it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of awareness, and it takes a lot of not being attached. That's the thing, is that I think love is very different than attachment. And they can go together, but attachment can't consume the whole connection. So this is a song I wrote sort of as an ode to what could have been with this beautiful man that I dated. Wind-blown hair running on the forest floor. New love in the summer when the air was warm. You rolled in like a thunderstorm. In the summer when I was born. And we danced in the falling of the autumn leaves. Together every season's a gift to receive. Real love, it changes 'cause it's always free to live and die like autumn leaves. Here in the silence, here in the still, I know you better than I ever will. Here in the silence, here in the still, it's always been you. It's always been you. And it always will. Life out in the middle of a raging war. Real love don't need fighting for. So we pretend, but we don't keep score. 'Cause love's favorite joke is war. Our love so endless, our love so deep. All is surrendered, all is set free. Our love so endless, our love so deep. It's always been you. It's always been you. And I have loved you all my life. And now my hands are open. Oh, I have loved you all my life. And now my eyes are open. It's always been you. It's always been you. Thank you. Thank you. How are we doing? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so, it's been a pretty, difficult few years. There's been a lot of grieving because I think essentially what I did was I was like, it's almost like I wanted to get to heaven, like that place of where all the pain is gone and you don't have any problems and it's all bliss, right? And so it was like there were these things in my life that were kind of like these towers that I had built to just get as high as I could. And it was kind of literal also, like it, because sometimes with relationships like that, there's a high element to it, like you get kind of high on the love or whatever. And there's other things like that, the big dopamine rushes of, well, if I reach this particular place of success, or if I fix my relationship with my family, or there's a lot more. But for me, a big one also was about like perfectionism, and we'll get to that one later. But what I realized was, what I've been realizing is that there is no heaven place to get where everything bad disappears. And I really believed that. And I believed also that if I was spiritually good enough, I could bring it about for myself and for other people. And it's not true. Because where there is light, there is dark. Because that's the way the world is. And it's weird. It's like that place that we're talking about, I think, when we talk about in CSL, it's like this joy that doesn't have an opposite and contains all of that. So it's not that the dark stuff goes away. So this has been a journey for me of accepting my darkness. And for a super compliant, perfectionistic child, that was really hard. People pleaser, codependent. That was me. And before this time, part of my spiritual life was that I was deeply connected to nature, and I still am. But, well, I'll get to that part in a second. So this song is about how nature is a reminder for us that anywhere you go in nature, you're reminded of who you are. So you have a part in this, and it goes like this. Ready? That's it. You woke up this morning, all the night through, something was breathing you. What the heck was that? Something was beating your heart. And I think inhales and exhales are kind of like a love song from the universe to us. So I welcome you. I invite you to breathe deeply. I don't want to give words to this. anything you have to interpret will only eclipse the heart of it. I just wanna send it in sound with a wavelength clarity. Ooh, nothing I could ever say will resonate the same way that this love does in me. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Somewhere in the beat of your heart, there I am. And somewhere underneath all the war-torn believing, there you have always been. It's something like a melody, it's something like a song, and it sings itself and it's never wrong. Oh, everywhere it plays for me, it's always on repeat. It's the love song of everything. Inhale, exhale, breathe. One more. It's not just there in my body. It's not just there in the thoughts that I think. It's there in the roots and the skies and the seas, in the eyelids, the irises, the wind and the wings, in the will be, the ever was, the reason and the just because. I am the song that I sing. Inhale, exhale, Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Isn't it good just to remember that? It's so simple, but it's so easy to forget to just take a deep breath, honestly. I get all worked up and anxious about stuff, and then sometimes I go to take a breath and my brain's like, no, we have to keep panicking, you know? Like, okay, this is a great strategy for life. I'm loving this. So, you know, as I was moving through this period of my life, all these towers started falling around me, basically. And it was like everything that I had built, like my whole personality, my whole reasons for living, you know, and my identity. And part of that was this realization that I had been comparing myself to nature as like this way of spiritually being, right? Like water, it just flows, and the tree is deeply rooted. And there's all these really wonderful metaphors we can make with nature. And then I started following this Instagram account, and it's called Nature is Metal. And terrible things happen in nature. I'll just say it. It's like an account where people capture these moments of horrible things happening, like animals dying and being eaten alive, and like, you know, all this stuff that when you want to get in a loving space about, you know, spirituality, you don't rely on that part of nature to tell you who you are, even though it does tell you who you are. because we're animals and we have those things within us. And so this song was written on a spring morning in Ohio, and I was riding my bike, and I saw this one flower starting to bloom on a tree. The tree was budding, and something happened to my brain. I can't really explain what it was, but all of a sudden, I just got this like download thing, and it was like I disappeared, and it was just me and the flower was telling me this ancient story, and I was like, oh my God, like I'm everything, including the horrible things. It's a hard thing to take, but it was a beautiful moment in remembering that life is not about being good, that it's about a profoundness, it's about meaning, and that includes everything. And I think aiming toward the good is great, but shaming the bad gets us into a lot of trouble. So this song is called The Blessed Way, and it's about the balance of dark and light. I sat still and beheld the glory white of the silk upon the dogwood in the early morning light, and a story told to me long ago returned as something wordless as it started to unfold before my eyes. If you wait till all is right, till black folds to white, you'll live like a blind one. And if you hold your gaze to the sky, you'll see how the night gives birth to the sun. Day to night, and night to day. And isn't that the blessed way? I lay still in the deep and fertile ground as my body turns to chaos, feeding all the life around, and I am home. I'm at peace and I'm at rest, and it only took one lifetime to realize I'd never left here at all. If you wait till all is right, till black folds to white, you'll live like a blind one. And if you hold your gaze to the sky, you'll see how the night gives birth to the sun. Day to night, and night to day. And isn't that the blessed way? Ooh. What is love but to open to the glory that in ordinary morning makes you weep? And what is faith but to smile as the leaves change, knowing they'll return again in spring? Day to night, and night to day. All of life comes from decay. Nothing goes and nothing stays. And isn't that the blessed way? Thank you. Thank you. Now, I don't want you to get the impression that I'm just like a Debbie Downer over here, and like everything is dark and nothing will ever be good again. Like, I don't feel that way. I actually think, like, has anyone ever, okay, how many people pleasers or recovering people pleasers are in the room? Okay, great. So, when you discovered that you could say no and hurt people's feelings by saying no, which is pretty much what happens when people are used to you not having any boundaries, right? Did you discover a kind of power in that? Yes? Yes. So the thing is, like, there's things that people may look at as bad or dark or mean, but in reality, if we're wielding our power for our own goodness and the goodness of other people, is it really bad? I don't know. So I was really obsessed with being good. I was such a perfectionist growing up. I was my mom's favorite child, which is why we had so many issues when I was an adult, because we were really enmeshed and it was very unhealthy. Love you, Mom. And I came to this point in my life during this time where I was like, okay, there's all this like dark stuff happening. I'm basically realizing that my obsession with being good and light and spiritually strong and good and whatever is not getting me where I want to get, because I still got a lot of problems, and actually they're getting worse and I don't like it. So I was like, well, what's going on? So I went and explored that, and I was like, well, maybe I got to do some shadow work, right? And I was like, so does that mean I got to be bad? And I was like, well, maybe so. And so I went through this period where I was like, if I want to do something, but I am only questioning not doing it because I'm afraid of what people will think of me, I'm going to do it. And I regret some of that. I'm not going to lie. But there's other things, like, well, first of all, I started really breaking the rules, right? Like, so I started thinking, like, how can I break into a movie theater and, like, sneak into a movie, Or, like, I would go to, like, the checkout line at the grocery store, and I wouldn't put in the 9 for organic. Like, I'd just make it, like, a regular, avocado instead of an organic avocado, right? You do that, too, don't you? Somebody does. Anyway, and it kind of felt good. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm a thief, I'm bad. But the biggest thing for me was that I became a person with boundaries, and it was really hard for me to basically subject myself to becoming the villain in somebody's story. But I realized that, like, that's just the way it goes, and I have to not betray myself over and over again. So, as a recovering people pleaser, I learned how to have boundaries and say no, and a lot of people didn't like that, and I lost a lot of people in my life because of that. So there's a lot of grieving, but I got this great song out of it. Billy, will you please come and join me on the stage? Billy Bensing, everybody. Woo! Yes. So this song is a little different than most of the other songs I write, because most of the time my songs just come right out, and they're just like, boom, there you are. Or, I'll spend a couple hours on it or whatever, but I don't walk away from it and then finish it most of the time. This one took me 3 years. 3 whole years. And I'd be like, I'm a pet sitter back home too. I'd be like walking dogs, and somebody else a pet sitter? Is there another person? Who? Oh, you? We're vibing tonight. I like it. You steal avocados and you're a pet sitter? Yes.
Yeah.
So I'd be like walking a dog and thinking about this bridge and, writing, over years and years. So this is like the most epic bridge I've written. But this is about when you learn that dirt is a good thing. Ready?
All right, yeah.
Go for it.
Did it.
I've been told that I've become cold-hearted, mostly by those who borrowed my coat. and then watched me freeze. It's been said that she was a sweet, sweet girl, and then she went stale and went off the rails, and now she can't get clean. Clean, pure, sure as the American dream. But it wasn't what it seemed. And now I'm dancing, dancing in the sunlight, bright as the day I came. But all my hands and marks on my record and a heart that's been reclaimed. And if all those mistakes and all those regrets were the price of freedom, then, well, I bow my head to the holy dirt and pray I'm never clean again. I got ghosts in every state across the country. Lovers and friends liked me better when I would play their stupid games. I got tired of telling the tales of black and white when it became clear everyone's a hero and a victim and a villain and a lover all the same. Clean, nice little slice of Miss American pie. But I was dying on the inside. And now I'm dancing, dancing in the sunlight, bright as the day I came. But all my hands and marks on my record and a heart that's been reclaimed. And if all those mistakes and all those regrets were the price of freedom, then, well, I bow my head to the holy dirt and pray I'm never clean again. Woo! Take it away, Billy. Y'all give a hand to Billy Benson. Clean like a PG-13 film scene, preteen magazine, pageant queen. Clean like the good girl I was, could have been loved if I wasn't such a human being. I was a canvas, porcelain blank. You held the brushes and the pastel paints, left out the dark brown, black and gray, trying to make me into something that you never became. Well, it's only when you got a sunny day in mind that you curse that the clouds were just hanging in the sky. Why do you curse me? What kind of pawn was I? Some kind of surrogate to finally get your perfect life? Did you ever think maybe it ain't meant to be? Perfection ain't nothing but an errant dream, sold to us to benefit the mighty and high. And I bet Jesus screamed and I bet Gandhi lied. We're all made of earth and we're all made of salt. Everybody's got dirt and it's no one's fault. We didn't ask for winter and we can't kill the night, so don't crucify me just 'cause you can't handle life.
Yay! Woo!
It was a clean joke, biggest hoax of the Western mind. And I ain't falling for it twice. Now I'm dancing, dancing in the sunlight, bright as the day I came. But all my hands and marks on my record and a heart that's been reclaimed. And if all those mistakes and all those regrets were the price of freedom, then, well, I bow my head to the holy dirt, 'cause I know its power and I know its worth, and I lay prostrate on the sacred earth
Hey!
and pray I'm never clean again.
Beautiful!
Thank you so much, Billy Bensing. Thank you for joining me.
My pleasure.
I love it. Earlier, Billy and I were speaking the language of music. When we were practicing this song, he was standing right in front of me. We were just staring at each other, playing it. He's like, doo-doo-doo, and I'm like, yes, I feel you. It's those moments, you know, it's so good. It's so fun. All right, I need some water. How much time do we have left? All night. I have so many songs left. I don't know how this night went by so fast. I'm a little afraid. What, seriously, like how, like what did we build this for? To like 8? Are we okay if we go to 8:15? Is anybody, okay, if you have to get going at 8, no problem, just go for it. Okay. This concert is just for you now. I'm just gonna stare at you. Sit on the floor. There you go. Nobody's sitting there. Huh. All right, so during this time, after my whole inner world was falling apart, it was so funny because my life outside was totally fine. Like, there was nothing crazy going on. It was just my whole inside was just exploding, and like my brain was just exploding. And I was like, great, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing when I go to these spiritual centers or these unity churches. I was like, I don't know if I believe this crap, you know. Just totally doubting a lot of things, you know. And but I knew that there was something deeper that we talk about here. And I knew it was beyond my mind, you know, and that these things were constructs in my mind that were being destroyed. And it's painful, but I think in the end, it gets us closer to our truth and our power. So anyway, there came this point where I was like, well, I could either try to build up an identity again and repair this, or I could just sit in the ashes of these things that have burned down and essentially just take a leap of faith. So I took the leap of faith. So this is a song about that. Another day goes by, will I say yes to myself? Or will I hide in my mind and leave my soul on the shelf? Another moment drifts and I'm rifling in the past. It's just more time that I won't get back. Oh, and I know there's an open door. Oh, don't know what I'm waiting for, but I've been climbing this mountain for as many years as I am old. And now that I'm here with a clear view from the top, well, there's only one way to go. And my mind said, honey, don't be dumb. But everything in my body said, jump. There was a love between my feet and solid ground. Now every footprint I make is a romance fading out. And there's a lesson in every barefoot summer fling, and it's that true love was always meant to turn your feet to wings. Oh, and I've never felt the sky before. I wonder how it feels to trust something unsure. And I've been climbing this but everything in my body said, jump. Thank you. Thank you. I love that one. It's like a little moment of theatrics, you know. Bachelor's in theater here, so. From Winthrop University in South Carolina, which is where I'm originally from. So that's why you know I'm so good at the country accent during that song that Billy and I played together, right? It got real twangy in there for a minute. So, I think a lot of us know what it's like to be at a crossroads where we've kind of we just don't freaking know. I think a lot of us are there right now, where the structures and the beliefs and the towers that we built are kind of falling and going up in flames. And they're very orange flames. And yeah, and not everybody feels that way. You know, I have to acknowledge that some people feel like this is a revolution and their voices are finally being heard and the world is changing for the better in the way that they've always dreamed. And that's the crazy part. It's like, how are we so mentally disconnected when we know we're all one? How can our thoughts, beliefs be so different? But that's something I kind of realized, you know, after I took this big leap of faith, and it was like a big let go. And I was like, okay, well, what would it be like if I just really believed that I was like, that this is true, that we're all one, that we're all made in the image of God, in the image of love. So I put all my spiritual books and stuff in the basement because I was like, I'm tired of this. Like, I don't want the mental stuff. I want it here. I want it in my heart. So this is what that song is about. I mean, that is what this song is about. They're in the center of my soul. I can feel you all around me. Something holy and untold. But I hear it perfectly. Somehow. In the deepness of now, I can see we were made in the image. We were made in the image of love. We were made in the image. We were made in the image of love. Here and now, I can see we were made beautifully. We were made in the image. We were made in the image of love. Beyond books and words and songs, at the gate of all my longing, leaving certainty behind. I take one step and you come running. It's clear. In the sweetness of here, I can see I was made in the image. I was made in the image of love. I was made in the image. I was made in the image of love. Here and now, I can see I was made perfectly. I was made in the image. I was made in the image of love. Love, love, flow was made in the image of love. One more time. I was made in the image. I was made in the image of love. I love that. Thank you. All right. I got to cut some songs. I have 6 songs. Is that too many? I'm really conscious about, I don't want to, okay. All right, I won't waste time by being too self-conscious about that. People pleaser here. Okay, thank you. So this next song has a really cool story to it. You know, when you really think the world is one way and then it turns out to be another in so many ways, I think for me, it just all happens it all happened simultaneously. And I really struggled with trusting myself. And this song, which I had written before this time, was a real beacon for me. And it's about forgiveness. It's about forgiving yourself. And cool thing was that at the beginning of this, about 2019, right before the pandemic, when my insomnia started, and I was like, okay, let me form this relationship with the dark. I'm up late all the time, forming a relationship with the dark literally, so let me do it spiritually. One of the things that I was afraid to do, but that I really wanted to do, was to sing in a prison. And my neighbor is a state educator at a prison in Ohio, and an educator at a state prison. And I found that out, and I was like, hey, could I come and play for your guys? This is an all-men's prison. And she was like, oh my God, yes, please. And I was like, okay, sounds terrifying. Let's do it. And so I started, preparing myself, just I want to serve. I want to be there. I don't want to let those fears get in the way, and I just want to grow through that. And then I started getting all this paperwork that I had to sign. And it was like, terrible things might happen to you, sign here. And, dress as unattractively as possible, sign here. And I was like, okay, like signing these papers, giving them back to my neighbor. And then she goes, oh, this was like 2 days before I went into the prison. She goes, by the way, there's no guard on the floor where we're going to be in the classroom. And I was like, okay. And the guys are just sitting there in the classroom like this, like it's a classroom where they learn. And I was like, okay. She's like, but don't worry, because I have this button and I wear it around my neck, and if I press it, it only takes 15 seconds for somebody to come running. And I was like, a lot can happen in 15 seconds, Pam, I was scared. So anyway, but I went in, and it was one of the most transformational experiences of my life. I looked all those guys in the eye, and I learned their names, and I learned some of their stories, I learned some of their crimes, and they're horrible. But I played these songs for them, not all of the ones that you've heard, but some of the ones you've heard, and I played this one specifically, and this one was the one where we all kind of started crying. And there were guys in there who were willing to do that, and there were other guys who were like, whatever, because you can't cry in prison. It's not cool. And but I could tell that the impact was there. And to be singing that song to people in the situation that they were in was incredibly humanizing, because I thought, man, I'm calling on them to forgive themselves for some horrible things. And I know that when they get out of prison, if they get out, that's going to be their new prison until they heal from that. And so I thought, if these guys are willing to even hear this song and connect with it, then I need to be willing to practice this for myself. So, other cool part of this story is that after I played there, I went home, and my neighbor came by a week later with a notebook full of letters, handwritten letters from all the guys. And I always get emotional when I tell this story, but there was a guy that wrote a letter, and he said, when I get out, I'm going to come to one of your shows, and I'm going to bring my whole family. And I'm going to point at you on the stage, and I'm going to say, her. She's the one that made us feel human again. So I keep that by my bed to remind me of why music is important. And so I just invite you all, for us together, to think of something that you have been beating yourself up over, because I know there's something that you're ready to forgive yourself for, and then it's time. And we will let it go together. So many years I've hidden, so many lies I've told, the ignorance of youth, or a woman too afraid of truth. So many things mistaken, so much guilt I hold, buried alive, a weight on my chest, stole my breath and I went cold. But how I long for the warmth of love, for the softer side of me. The time is now, I shall be free. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive myself for everything. Expectations shattered, promises unkept. So many times I swore I'd change. Years go by and I'm still the same. And how I long for tenderness and grace at my own hands. I am the one, I understand. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive myself for everything. Yes, the faith I had in myself turned to confusion. Such a slow erosion. Seemed that hope and trust were just another couple illusions. But somewhere deep inside I realize I am worthy. I am somebody who can be relied on. So I'm gonna put my faith in me. I put my faith in me once again. Oh, I have found redemption. I put my faith in me. I put my faith in me once again. Oh, I have found redemption. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Oh, I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive myself. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive myself for everything. All right, now we'll do it together. So, if you've already let go of that thing, that's great. Find another thing, because I know you have it. And if you haven't let go, let's do it together. Ready? I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Really let it go. I forgive myself. I forgive into that love. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. One more time. I forgive myself. I forgive myself for everything. For everything. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing that with me. That's so special. I love doing that. There's this one time I did that song, and there was a man who the whole time was giving me, sometimes I understand as a performer that some people just listen, and they don't have facial expressions really to like affirm that they like what they're hearing. They're just listening, But I sensed some kind of like he wasn't really sure he wanted to be here, and his wife was with him, and I was like, did she drag him along to this, But when I played that song, he started crying, and I was like, yes, I got him. Like, I did my job right. So this is a song that I wrote and sang a lot in my time of complete disarray and confusion, and I was like, I'm gonna wake up, and I'm just gonna say it's a beautiful day. So you have one part in this, and it goes like this. On the count of 3, you will give me your most, I'll say, primal and satisfying, just like that. Okay. Some of you are probably scared now. Don't be scared. Just summon your inner gorilla, and you'll get it. So here we go. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was good. Thank you. Oh, wow, that was really good. Okay. I wake up early to the morning sun. I don't know how it does it every day. It rises up and then it falls again. Born only to die away. Look in the mirror and I see myself. I don't know how I do it every day. Standing on this big blue rock, not knowing what I'm doing here. Still believing there's a reason, keep on keeping on my way. Each time I open my eyes, that's when I get to decide how I am gonna show up and show out in this life. 1, 2, 3, everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Yes, please clap. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Sing that. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Yes, it is. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Look at the clock, it's running day and night. Got no control in those little clock hands. A little soldier just marching through time. I'm so glad I am not a clock, I am alive and I can choose to dance. Each time I open my eyes, that's when I get to decide how I am gonna show up, show out in this life. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Everybody get up. That was beautiful. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Isn't it satisfying? Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. One more time. Everybody get up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Oh, get up, get up, get up, and be grateful. I'm up, I'm up, I'm up, and I'm thankful. Get up, get up, get up, and be grateful. I'm up, and I'm ready to play. Yeah. Everybody, get up. Why? 'Cause it's a beautiful day. Everybody get up, oh, 'cause a beautiful Thank you. Thank you. Y'all know about Mile High? Y'all know that the church in Denver? It's like really big, like maybe 300, 400 people at a service. I did that song this winter. Man, having like 400 people in a room being like, whoo, like there's nothing like that. This was amazing for a small crowd. You guys did great. Sometimes I really don't get the commitment, but I got it here. Sierra CSL is committed. That's right. All right. So, I'm still in a place of kind of a question mark, and I'm kind of discovering that I sort of like it. And I feel like maybe my practice of being a conduit, being a vessel, is deepening because I don't have all these, like, I know in the way, right? So this song is about just letting the light of love shine through you and remembering. Because I think in times of chaos, this organization, this community knows that that's the ticket. Yes, I see Rev Mitch over there giving me the finger guns. No, he wasn't doing that, but. All right, here we go. Let the light come through. Like a door wide open. Let it all be new. All that once was broken. Let the light come through. Like a hearth in winter, let it fill the room, ever warm and tender. It lives in me, it lives in you. So let the light come through. Let the light come through. Like a sacred morning, all hope renewed. See the world transforming, illuminate the places in the dark, and let your life be like a blazing star. Remember that the light is where you are. It lives in me, it lives in you. So let the light come through. Let the light come through. There is no need for hiding. It was always you, ever Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm almost done. I got two more. I, right now, would like to address the two cards that I put out on the ticket table that everyone should have. Yes? Could you pull those out just for a moment, please? I should have told you to keep them at the top of your bag. So, there's two cards there. One is blue-ish. It's got a picture of a curly-haired lady on it. And that is, if you scan the QR code, that is the links to all of my things, everything. There are two important buttons when you go to that QR code. One of them is the subscribe button. Please sign up for my mailing list. There's also a paper version over there, but if you do that, please write legibly, because it's very difficult for me to manually enter when other people's handwriting can get pretty lazy. So try not to be lazy if you want to sign up over there. But please do sign up for my mailing list. Always updates about where I'm playing next and my merch and new merch drops and stuff like that. I promise I don't spam your email. I really often forget to send emails. So yeah, it won't be like a big commitment for you, although I know you're committed. So the other thing is there's a review button on there. It says write a review. You can be anonymous. You don't have to include your name. You can be as mean as you want, but I would love to hear any feedback you have about the show. I'm always looking for ways to grow and just show up in a way that is even more accessible and engaging so that I can get this message to as many people as possible. So please leave a review if you would. And then the red card is a link to my Patreon. Patreon is a crowdfunding monthly crowdfunding platform for artists and creators. I am on there to fund my next album, and I'm basically going to do it song by song. So $5 a month. I'm looking for 1,000 people. I've got 72 right now. So I just started in March, so I'm like, it's not bad. So yeah, so please join, $5 a month. You can do $1, but $5 is like a person, because that's what I've budgeted for songs. But you can do more, you can do less. So please do that, consider doing that. Artists do not make money off of streaming anymore, or we never have off of streaming. So, and it's very expensive to record, and I want to get more of my music out there. So please, if you've gotten anything from this evening, consider doing that. Just for reference, I've had my songs on every streaming platform for 8 years, and over the 8 years, over the span of all the streaming platforms, I've made about $1,000. Not per year, that's it, $1,000. So just so you get an idea that that's what it's like for streaming artists. So anyway, here we go. I started with the looper, I'm gonna end with the looper. Here we go. So this is a super song, so they go together. I wrote one. Goodbye, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Oh yes, of course, I understand. I'm a pet sitter. So these two songs are related. One of them I wrote right before I left for my first tour this year, which was back in February, and I went to like 6 or 7 different states. I don't know, it was a lot of shows, but it was about this idea of like the towers, you know, and recognizing that when everything falls, there's this gift, there's this gem in the ashes. And that part of the song came, there's a part of the song about running through an open field. And when I was in high school, I had this drama teacher, and we were in improv class, and he was like, one of the main tenets of improv, the two main pillars are saying yes and being able to trust. And he said, if you really want to trust, if you really want to learn what trust is, go into an open field, close your eyes, and run. Yeah. So that inspired this song. And then the other song I wrote as sort of a companion, and I wrote it on the airplane during that tour that I did earlier this year, and so they kind of go together. And that one is more about well, it's similar, but it also has the theme of a field, and it's meant to be this calling that Rumi talks about when he says, out beyond the idea of right and wrong, there is a field. I'll meet you there. So, feel free to drone. Oh, that's not it. That's it. Feel free to meditate, especially for this first one. It's just a drone behind me. Whoever you are, may you come in and sit at my table and call me a friend. Whoever you are, may I have no fear, just an open heart and a listening ear. May I see in you the part of me that feels the way you do. May I understand why. May I understand you. May we grow and change and learn a little every time we share. There's a field beyond the two of us, and I'd like to meet you there. There is a distance, an unnatural space, and you sit at my table, but you're 1,000 miles away, and I know you're afraid. If it helps, so am I. But we can't keep on shaming our demons. We must bring them to light. May I see in you the part of me that feels the way you do. May I understand why. May I understand you. May we grow and change and learn a little every time we share. There's a field beyond the two of us, and I'd like to meet you there. There's a field where flowers grow so tall they touch the stars at night. There's a field where right and wrong no longer rule over our lives, where the lion and the lamb can run and play and laugh and share. There's a field beyond the two of us. There's a field beyond the two of us. There's a field beyond the two of us, and I'd like to meet you there. I dreamed my day would come when I would touch the sky and float in endless love, live in an endless high. I built a masterpiece of towers safe and don't get it, I'm taking you home. The darkness came and the city did fall, but it brought the sweetest fruit of all. I need no tower and I need no high. I am all that I wanted. I am sky. I am sky. I am sky. Now I dance through life in shapes of question marks. The choreography of endless light and dark. And the darkness came and the city did burn, and I sat in the ash and the tears and the hurt, screamed in the face of the great unknown, but it said, you don't get it, I'm taking you home. The darkness came and the city did fall, but it brought the sweetest fruit of all. I need no tower and I need no high. I am all that I wanted. I am sky. I am sky. I am sky. I am sky. And I go running in the open fields, eyes closed, running in the open fields. I go running in the open fields. I'm remembering who I am. I go running in the open fields, eyes closed, running in the open fields. I go running in the open fields. I'm remembering who I am. I go running in the open fields, eyes closed, running in the open fields. I go running in the open fields. I'm remembering who I am. Thank you so much for letting me take up so much of your time. Thank you for coming. Rev Mitch, thank you so much for having me. Thank you, CRCSO. And Chana, who I think left, thank you, but she's not here. Love you guys. Please come see me at my merch table. Shameless plug. Have a good night.
Let's give it up one more time for Jesse Powers. Please remember the tip jar over here. And Jesse, you're coming back at some point, right? Yes, yes, yes. We'll do it again. And Billy, we're going to have a concert with Billy this summer. So more to come. Thank you all for coming tonight. Please visit the merch table. And you can also catch Jesse on Sunday at the Gold Country, right? I know, but I want people to support you, so show up there. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Gold Country Unity. She'll be the guest artist, yeah. But you want to be here because we also have a guest artist here, so either way. No, she'll be at Gold Unity. Yeah, yeah. Gold Country Unity. Yeah.